DeWittDailyNews.com is delivered to all those platforms. That's right. It's even there on your iPhone and smartphone. The same local news, weather, and sports that's on the full-size edition is on your iPhone and smartphone just by going to DeWittDailyNews.com. If you haven't tried it, why don't you? Go to Central Illinois' leading online source for local news, police blotter, for the record information, obituaries, and more on your desktop, laptop, iPhone, or smartphone. DeWittDailyNews.com.
News time is 7 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Monday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded local newscast streaming to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. Clinton Elementary School will be in a time of significant transition this summer as both Principal Sasha Young and Assistant Principal Ben Mooney will be moving on to new school districts. Mr. Mooney will be taking an assistant principal job in the Midwest Central School District and says he has greatly enjoyed his time in Clinton. However, this move gets him closer to his family.
Accepted a position at Midwest Central Primary School in Manitou, the assistant principal role, which I do here. And so that's not a lot of people know I drive an hour every day to work. I live in Pekin. I loved working in Clinton. I loved the building, and that's why I kept driving an hour every day for 3 years. But I have 4 kids under 9. So the opportunity to be closer to home, 20 minutes away, as opposed to an hour, that affords me more time to spend with my kids. And
for sure.
So just that transition from one building to another and seeing what my role looks like there as opposed to here.
Mrs. Young will be the superintendent of the Central A&M School District. She indicates the last few months have been quite the whirlwind as she found herself interviewing for that job, then transitioning to the new role while she wraps up her current school year in Clinton.
I have taken a position as superintendent at Central A&M district just south of Decatur. Well, actually, it's been a whirlwind. I didn't realize that I was going to be leaving until, just a few weeks ago. So transition has been a little quick. I am working with Mr. Mooney to close up our school building and our school year. And my secretary is in the office helping me close out everything at Clinton Elementary School. In a few days, I'm going to go to Central A&M and meet with the admin team. And we're going to get started on what needs to happen as soon as I take that position July 1st.
Becoming the superintendent of a school district was never on the radar for Mrs. Young. However, the impact of successful and strong women in education leadership inspired her that she could be in a role of leadership greater than that of a principal.
So I taught elementary school. I taught junior high for a year, and then I taught 5th grade and 1st grade. And I would agree that the students at Clinton Elementary School, grades 2 through 5, are the best. They're the sweet spot. I decided to go into administration. I had a principal tell me that I should do it, and I kind of thought he was crazy. But then when he retired and the next principal took over, I learned a lot from her, and I thought, I can do this, right? And so it may have been the first time I saw a woman in leadership. Then when I transitioned to the role at Clinton Elementary School as the building principal, I truly loved what I did. And I would attend anything that allowed me to see other women doing the same job or similar jobs in leadership, which then kind of sparked an idea to just continue to do more. I attended a few things, and I just thought, I can do this. This is what I want to do. This is really what I want to try. I would say that there are a few people who I would consider like resources, a couple of people who I know that I could reach out to at any point. Courtney Orzel, who actually grew up here in Clinton, was definitely someone who sparked my interest.
She came and talked to our staff.
She did.
That was awesome.
She was amazing. Kurt gave us the opportunity to do a coaching in leadership over the past school year. And I was able to meet the current superintendent at Central A&M, Deanne Heck. And I would say she and I got to know each other, and I see a lot of wonderful attributes in her, and I think I can learn from her as well. So it's just nice when you see people who are doing the job who spark that.
Mr. Mooney, before he entered the world of education leadership, had several stints as a basketball coach in the Peoria area of Central Illinois. He was drawn to elementary education because of the kids in that age range.
Well, I taught second, third, and fourth grade, and what I found was that they're just awesome. Just that age kid is just great. You know, some of them are still wide-eyed and love everything. Some of them you can have conversations with and you feel like you're having an actual conversation. There was a third grader that would walk around at recess with me, and we would talk about books and TV and all manner of things. And you can't always do that with a junior high kid. So when I transitioned away from coaching in 2014 to be more of a dad and be more present with my family and my kids, when I went into administration, I knew I wanted to be with this age just because I feel like they're the most fun and I fit with them. A principal that I worked for suggested it. He was my freshman basketball coach, and he was always telling me, hey, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. And I had gotten to the point of teaching where I was sort of a teacher leader in the building, and I was kind of just transitioning away from it. So then when I got my master's, it was like, well, this is the next step. And I've loved every second of it. It's been tough. I'm glad that I've been able to learn in an environment like Clinton Elementary School with Mrs. Young and with Mr. Nettles and with all of the admin team and all of the teachers, because it's very exceptional. It's a great environment to be in. And so I never, ever have looked back and gone, I want to go back to teaching. I love it. I love the role. I love the job. I love being interact with 500 kids as opposed to 20. So that's really what is just kind of keeps me motivated every day.
Clinton School Superintendent Kurt Nettles has said the district will, quote, do some headhunting in pursuit of an elementary principal, while the search for an assistant principal will be put on hold until a principal is found. June is Dairy Month, and the St. Louis District Dairy Council is promoting the benefits of dairy. Monica Nyman explains, we've come to learn that dairy contains 13 essential nutrients for our bodies. That's a recent development from the 9 experts had known of for many years.
So for many, many years, we've been recommending 3 servings of dairy each and every day. That comes from the dietary guidelines, and it's based on the nutrients found in dairy. So milk actually provides us with 13 essential nutrients. Many years ago, we used to say 9, but because Americans' diets the quality is very poor. We now know that milk is giving us 13 nutrients that we need to function each and every day. So, a lot of people are familiar with calcium. It helps build strong bones and strong teeth, but the dairy food group also has a very high quality amount of protein in it. So about 8 grams per serving. And just as a reminder, the serving sizes, it doesn't take much to get 3 servings in. It's 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of yogurt, or 1.5 ounces of cheese. You can mix and match any of those. If you say, I don't really like yogurt, I haven't found one that I love the taste of, that's okay. You can still get your dairy servings in from milk or cheese. So a couple just really quick on the go sort of options: yogurt parfaits, smoothies, cheese sticks, cheese and crackers. You can do individual grab and go milks or shelf stable milk.
Nyman is also promoting the mobility of dairy and how it can be a great snack or added to our breakfast, lunch, or dinners on the go.
Dairy is so portable. At the grocery store, there are so many different options. So in the lunchbox today, I threw a couple of the milk chugs. Those are great if your kids, if you're packing a lunch for summer camp, or if your kids get home from, my kids run a lot in the summer. Those milk chugs are great for them because it's a perfect portion. Just make sure you keep, of course, all of this on lots of ice so that it stays very cold. And then also in the lunchbox, I tossed in a couple of yogurt cups. Yogurt's one of those things where you have to really try lots of different brands and consistencies because there are so many out there to pick from. And then I found these really delicious, they're not cheese sticks, but they're like cheese squares. So it's just a kind of a different size. You can throw those in your lunchbox. They're great to eat with cheese and crackers with, or vegetables. So anything in the dairy case you can find to take along with you. Anywhere you're moving, you can take dairy with you.
For this June Dairy Month, the Dairy Council will also be out making connections with health and wellness groups in their communities. Nyman says they offer a lot of programs and resources to the community, and this is a good time of year to promote those. Get news anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Your own home without the maintenance. If you're 55 or better, a beautiful Liberty Village villa could be yours. This is Erin, and I invite you to